There we go. Okay, so what we have first is we have the Braves.
Oh, I forgot that. Side with the Braves.
Oh, is it
That's
Dominic
interesting.
Smith?
It's Dominic Smith.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, he signed
He's
with the
gonna
Braves.
fucking kill us.
You think?
Yeah,
He didn't
because
kill.
that's what happens.
He didn't kill. Oh well, it's because he went to the Braves. He's gonna be drinking. He's gonna be drinking the water down in
He's gonna
Atlanta
end up being Travis Darno all over again.
because he didn't do it when he was with the Nationals.
No. Why is he sticking around the NL East? Like he's trying to stick it to us. I don't like that.
It's his home. But look, so for the Mets at least, 1 and 2 is I feel like one is a push. Francisco Lindor, Ronald Acuna Jr. I feel like that's a push. That's probably I would say that's pretty even. Juan Soto against Drake Baldwin. Juan Soto,
100%.
not even. Bo Bichette and Matt Olson. See that here's where I have an issue. But Matt Olson had a really down year last year. Was really good the year before. I think Bo Bichette's a better career hitter than Matt Olson is, so I kind of want to give it to Bo Bichette, but I think Matt Olson has a shot to hit more home runs.
Bo Bichette is a better contact hitter. Better average, but obviously Matt Olson's a power guy. And being in the 3-hole, they're definitely going to if I mean obviously this is projected. If he stays in the 3-hole or they move him to the cleanup, that's a high RBI spot. So that's where you put your guys that can be able to drive and run. So and Matt Olson has been doing that since he's been a Brave. So he's definitely going to I would give the edge to Matt Olson just because he's just a natural run producer. You know what I mean? Obviously, Bo Bichette is a master with runners in scoring position, but I would give the slight edge to Matt Olson, in my opinion.
I agree with you.
Nicole, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like just like because I feel like Matt Olson's one of the most underrated players too. Like I know like he did have a down year last year, but his previous seasons, like he's crazy good, and he did like finish some close in MVP voting, but yeah, I would agree. Just like looking at it for the value player, like and for the team as well. I think Matt Olson is very valuable to the Braves.
Yeah, definitely going to give Austin Riley the nod here.
Yeah, over Polanco, 100%. Yeah, Austin Riley's a masher. He's a good third baseman too, and
kills us.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, absolutely kills. It's like Chipper all over again.
100%.
Except I think Chipper's better. But Jorge Polanco is a streaky hitter. So
yeah, Jorge Polanco is also a good hitter and with runners in scoring position as well. So having this potentially for us 3-4 is pretty good. 5 Marcus Semien against Mike Yastrzemski. Give me Marcus. Give me Marcus.
Yeah, I think
Mike has been really solid in his career as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember. I know it was a while ago. Marcus Semien still at one point in time did get MVP votes. I know that was a while ago. I understand that, but everybody had offensive issues down in Texas. It wasn't just him. So I'm going to give it to him. I would agree with you. I'm going to give it to him over Mike Yastrzemski because I don't think Yastrzemski's ever been in that conversation.
What do you think, Nicole? Opposed, or are you going the other way?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Marcus. I have really high hopes he's going to have kind of a bounce back year, and I cannot say his name. I'm just gonna skip over it. When he was on the Giants, right? He was pretty like he was good, but he's nothing like extra special. He's
an average baseball player. He's an average baseball player.
So I'm going with Semien on this one.
Let's see. Brett Beatty against Ozzie Albies. Give me Ozzie.
Yeah, I agree with you. Caveat though, Ozzie's got to stay healthy.
It's very true. When Ozzie's a great player, but he has to stay healthy.
Yeah, I think just career-wise too, like Ozzie's has some pretty solid seasons, and he's like a hitter that just always like you hate to see come up against the Mets because he's always doing something. Yeah. So I'll go with the Albies on this one too.
Keeping a tally here, it's not looking really good right now.
Francisco Alvarez against Michael Harris. Yeah, give me El Troll. I'll take the Troll over Michael Harris. I think Michael Harris is a good player. But we're talking about production in the 7th hole.
Oh man, I really want to hear how he's going to talk me out of this.
I think Alvarez is going to produce a lot more out of the 7th hole than Michael Harris will out of the 7th hole. That's where I'm giving Alvarez the nod.
You see, I want to agree with you so bad. I just feel like consistently we've seen more out of Michael Harris with the bat than we have out of Francisco Alvarez. Like yes, in a perfect world, I'm hoping that you're right, and I'm hoping that that Francisco Alvarez can be a better run producer, especially at that position than Michael Harris is. I don't know if I've seen it enough. I don't know if I've seen Alvarez stay healthy enough. I don't know if I've seen him hit consistently enough. Like I really feel like I might have to give it to Michael Harris.
It's fair. I don't even think you have to kind of rack your brain about it too much. It's a fair assessment.
Okay, so real quick recap. We're saying push on Lindor and Acuna.
Yes.
Push. Okay, Soto over Drake Baldwin. So that's one. Matt Olson over Bo. That's one for the Braves. Austin Riley over Polanco. Two for the Mets with Marcus Semien. 3 for the Braves with Ozzy. 4 for the Braves with Michael. Are we going to give it to Michael Harris?
Yeah. Well, what does Nicole say? Nicole gives a nod to Harris?
Yeah, I was going to agree with Tom. Just consistent-wise and what we've seen, like, career-wise is Michael Harris has shown a lot more than Alvarez, even though I obviously want Alvarez to kind of pop off. But just looking at it now, I think Harris has the edge.
So that goes to the Braves.
Yeah, I hate Michael Harris too because he just like the way he's not as good as Andrew Jones, but he plays a damn good. He plays a damn good center field.
And the Braves are robbing him blind, paying him like $6 for the next 10 years. It's insane. Luis Robert, give me Luis Robert. Absolutely. This is absolutely. Okay?
Yeah, Luis Robert versus Dominic Smith. Look, I still love Dom. I was one of the people back in the day that was saying, I don't want to call up Pete Alonso. I want to give Dominic Smith a chance.
Yeah.
So I love Dom Smith. I remember when they first drafted him, and one of the comps to him, one of the analysts said that he's supposedly the best bat to come out of California since Darryl Strawberry. Not true, but did love me some Dom Smith. But no, I'm going to take Luis Robert playing on a real team over him.
Carson Benz or Mauricio Dubon.
You see, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
So.
Marcio, he was a guy. I know he was on the Astros. He's moved around a bit. He's an average player. So if you're putting an average player against a rookie, you always have to give the nod to the history, right? You got to give the nod to the average player just because there's a track record there. So I will give the nod to Dubon just because he's shown something at the major league level. We haven't seen anything from Carson Benz yet.
Oh my God. I see what makes this really painful is I'm staring at the tally currently and it's 4-4.
Well, we still got the rotation. So
we do still got the rotation. I'm just saying it's 4-4 and I'm about to put a line that says the Braves lineup is better than the Mets lineup right now.
it might be slightly better right now, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be like that.
No, I know. No, I know, but you see, like I'm willing to agree with you that I'm gonna go. It's smart to go with the guy that has a track record. I just don't know if it's a big enough or more consistent enough track record for me to confidently say that he's going to be better than Carson Benz, even all while knowing we don't know what Carson Benz is going to be at the major league level.
Okay, so you're going to.
I'm saying Benz. I'm saying right. I'm going to lean Benz. I think the numbers are for real. I think he's going to be a star here. I really feel like I know we can't really always trust spring training numbers, but hitting like 400 in spring training can't mean nothing.
Let's see what the silent assassin says. She's the tiebreaker here.
I mean, we can't go out and say that the Braves are going to have a type of season that they had last year. That was just ridiculous and like injury ridden.
Yeah.
So I think they're obviously definitely going to be a lot better and more competitive than they were last year. As a whole. And then I'm going to side with Mr. Barry on this one. Just because you don't know. I feel like
of course I agree.
Yeah, I think that just the experience-wise, we've seen him be at a major league level. So I'm just gonna give him the edge.
Yeah,
No, I
like I said,
understand.
and it's a slight nod. It's not like it's a runaway. It's like, you know, by mid-April, that probably will change.
Mauricio, I honestly to God, until I saw that name, I had no. Oh, okay. Does it change your mind if he's a career 247 hitter with a 278? Oh no, that's not OPS. With a 331 slugging, like it's a lot of blue on his baseball savant page.
He's a guy that's moved around a lot. You know, he's not a
He's 31.
Yeah, he's not. He's an average to below average, you know, fill-in type of guy, a platoon guy. But the fact that there is some history here, you have to give him the slight nod. That's all I'm saying.
I guess. No, I guess. Like I said, I was going to try to be objective and not let my homerism bleed through.
You're the one that's not being.
I'm not being in that moment. I'm not being objective. Because I guess it's because of the fact that not to dump on him, but Dubon is who he is. Like you said, a guy that's bounced around the league. He's a platoon player, a bench player, and we're expecting much more from Carson Benj.
Right.
My mind immediately goes, no, f this guy. I mean, Benj would probably if he was on the Mets, if Marcus Dubon was on the Mets right now, Benj is taking his spot.
Yes.
That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like
and probably the same thing for the Braves. If they had a young prospect, he probably wouldn't be there.
If Carson Benj was on the Braves, he'd be batting ninth. Yeah. And it would not be, we'd have Dubon. That's what would happen. And back in the day, in Wilpon days, Benj would be on the Braves and we would have Dubon.
Yeah, we'd pay probably Dubon $30 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. So that's 5 for the Braves, 4 for the Mets.
All right. So this one here, Peralta and Chris Sale. Chris Sale.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Like, no, I understand.
I mean, I would love to be objective here, but come on, dude. Chris Sale.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm going with Peralta on this one. I don't know. I feel like he finally got his Cy Young. He's old. He can go off into the sunset and retire.
He is old as
I'm
dirt,
over
though.
Chris Sale.
He's old as dirt, but he's still good. Still pretty good.
Yeah.
Still really good. I don't know if he's as injury prone as he used to be, but no, I mean, if we're gonna sit here and talk about how Dubon, his numbers are enough to put him over Carson Benj right now, to be objective, we can't. We gotta just say it's Chris Sale on this one. We gotta grit our teeth and just say it's Chris Sale, even though Freddie's good. Freddie did get
really good.
But, he did get Cy Young nods last year, so. But it's Chris Sale. The dude's probably going to be a Hall of Famer, I think.
Nolan McLean, Spencer Strider. This is a good one. I think both guys super talented. But again, there's a track record there for Spencer Strider, right? Like we understand how talented this guy is. He's dominated a full calendar season with the Braves at one point. So you have to give the nod here to Spencer Strider, just because, you know, we've seen it on a consistent level for this damn team.
Yeah. Yeah, this hurts so much. Like, honestly, when I was making these yesterday, I really was, I until right now, I was not afraid of the Braves. I really wasn't. I was looking at this lineup and I was like, all right, we can handle this. I'm not, I think we got this. And this tally is telling me differently, apparently. I have no idea what the hell's happening right now.
It's starting to run away from us.
It's starting to hurt a little bit. But no, I in a perfect world, I think Nolan McLean can be better than Spencer Strider, or can at least compete with Spencer Strider. It is going to have to be him because the guy's been here, done that. He was hurt last year, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see how he bounces back from injury. But yeah, no, I mean, the Braves definitely have at the top of their rotation more experience and more like sure things than the Mets do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree on that. Spencer Strider takes the edge. But
now here's where this is probably where it gets a little interesting.
This is where it gets interesting because Reynaldo Lopez didn't pitch last year, but the year before pitched to a 1.99 ERA.
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah, he
1.99 ERA in
yeah.
26 starts. So, you know, if we're going off of his 2024 numbers, what did David Peterson pitch to last year? 4.22 ERA, 9-6. This, I might not be leaning one way or another here. This might be a push. This feels like a push to me.
If we're leaning, I think the only push I'm gonna be okay with is the Francisco Lindor and Ronald Acuna one, because I'm just not. If we're talking David Peterson and Ronaldo Lopez, like you said, did not pitch last year. David Peterson was at one point in time consistency for the Mets. He was
an all-star first half of the season.
First half of the season, dude was an all-star. His arm fell off because he was the only guy that was able to give the Mets any kind of length, so they had to just pull that out of him. David Peterson's going to be the 3 starter. I think he's going to have a really good year being able to pitch behind Freddie Peralta and Nolan McLean. Hopefully this team is going to provide him a little more offense, so he might not have to go 7 because they have a big lead and they could throw somebody in from the bullpen. I'm going to lean David Peterson on this one. I'm
going Peterson.
I'm going Peterson.
I'm gonna wait until Silent Assassin gives her assessment, and then I'll go back in and give a final vote. I don't want to do the push thing. I'll give an answer.
Yeah, I was gonna agree with Peterson. I feel like, you know, with Lopez, he had a really, really great first year, but last year, you know, he was out with injury. And David Peterson, like, even years prior, like, he definitely had some seasons where, like, okay, like, we're getting something out of this guy. And obviously other times where he kind of really struggled. But I think if he could just bring any sort of consistency, I agree with Tom that the lineup can kind of push him over the edge and, you know, help him out there. So I'm agreeing with David Peterson on this one.
I am going to say, give me Lopez. Give me Lopez, because you know what it is with David Peterson. Can't trust him. Can't trust him. He's a every other year pitcher. And I don't know if you're going to count 2025 as a good year or it's an off year and then he's going to have a good year this year, right? So you gotta, this is the thing that concerns me, right? He had 2 halves last season where he looked like a damn stud, and then he looked like he couldn't even pitch in single A, right? So that's the concern for me. Ronaldo Lopez, he's had a track record of being very solid. He's not an ace. He's not a number 2. He's somewhere 3, 4, 5 guy, right? And if you can be able to get talent like that at the lower end of your rotation, you're in pretty good shape. So I'm giving the edge to Lopez, but it's still 2-1, so it goes to Peterson.
We're going to Peterson. Thank God, because I can put a 5 now. Mets are down by 2 to the
Clay
Braves.
Holmes and Grant Holmes. The Holmes. Give me Clay. Give me Clay. I think Clay has better stuff. You know, better spin rate, better everything outside of just being able to go deep in the games. But if you're calling Clay Holmes your 4th starter, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's pretty damn good. So give me Clay Holmes, because what I've seen out of him with the WBC, I've been very impressed with him, because he just looks a lot more comfortable, you know, with like a full calendar year of actually stretching himself out. That gives me a little confidence when it comes to Clay Holmes.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I thought Clay Holmes, I feel like he got better as the season went on in the starting rotation. Maybe I could be remembering that wrong, but I feel like as the season went on, Clay Holmes just seemed like he was finally settling into the whole starter thing. He
had some arm fatigue in the second half, but he tried to battle through it. But they didn't want him to go completely, you know, trying to battle through it too much. But there was a point where he did get dead arm. Like, he did get dead arm at some point.
Well, now he's made it through. I mean, I guess glass half fulling it. He's made it through a full season as a starter. Kind of has an understanding of how to prepare as a starter. And I'm gonna give the edge to him going into this year. 32. Granholm's is younger, but I mean the numbers aren't that far off from each other. So I mean, again, we might have another push scenario, kind of. But no, I'm gonna take Clay Holmes. I'm gonna take Clay Holmes on this one. I think if anything, the difference is negligible, and I'm gonna go Homer and take Clay Holmes.
We got a comment here. So, what's up, Barry and the Queens Get the Money Mets podcast crew? I'm liking the name. I'm not sure if y'all touched on Carson Benz yet. Would you rather have him work on his development or earn a job? Shouts to G Money Stacks. Yeah, definitely. We want him to start. We talked about it already. We definitely want him to start with the big club. Even if he doesn't start in right field, I think it's good for him to just be a part of the ball club, to be able to get that advice and that knowledge from guys like Talkman and Soto and all these other players. And I think it's going to be able to help his development. Absolutely. Keep up the good work. Already subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Salute. Got another comment here from Metropolitan Report. Shouts to Alfred. Clay Holmes' problem was that he was a closer in previous seasons, and they put him in a full starter workload instead of a pitch count. He needs to acclimate. I think he's acclimated already, Alfred. I think giving him a full year, you're going to see a maturation process in regards to what he's going to be able to do. So I have every confidence in the world that he's going to be all right. And Alfred says, I think if Lindor is ready, if you can carry both Talkman and Benj and scrap Brujan. I like Brujan, but yeah, I don't know what his are they gonna cut him, or does he have any options left? I'm not sure about Brujan. Moving on. So who we got next? We got Kodai Senga against Bryce Elder. Ooh.
I'm taking Senga, dude. I understand Senga's got his faults. I understand he didn't have a great year last year. If you look at the numbers, at least I'm looking at it on Baseball Savant. Kodai Senga, when healthy, is the better pitcher.
Yeah, I agree.
So again, when healthy is important, because Senga hasn't really been healthy a lot in his Mets tenure.
Yeah.
But I like what I'm seeing I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him in spring training. And like we've said so many times, this is a put up or shut up year for Kodai Senga. And I'm hoping that he heard all of those trade talk rumors and realizes, okay, I was almost out of here. So now it's time to actually show what I can do. I'm the guy that we thought you guys thought I was. So I'm giving it to Senga.
Yeah, I agree. I'm giving it to Senga as well, just because, the talent is there. It's definitely if he stays healthy, we're looking at Senga can be able to be a sub-3 ERA guy, or even if he pitches to a 3.5 ERA, I think that's money coming from a guy that's struggled with his durability over the last couple of seasons. So the thing is, if he can get it going, I think the Mets rotation can be very, very dangerous, because you're not expecting him to be ace level. And if you can get an ace level performance out of a guy that's in your 3, 4, or 5 hole in regards to your rotation, you're set up for success, huge success, where you can be able to break a lot of losing streaks because you have guys like that at the back end of your rotation. Mm-hmm. So what's the tally?
So we're giving that one to the Mets and Senga. It looks like because of the push with Lindor and Acuna, I think we have a tie.
Really? So do we have to go back to that and give an answer? Because where I'm leaning, and I love Lindor. Listen, I can't. If we're gonna be unbiased, I have to give it to Ronald Acuna. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. He's a better player. He's a better player.
Oh man, that hurts. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right.
Yeah, he's the better player.
Man, Acuna's won an MVP, right?
Yes. We got another question here. Do you think the New York Mets should carry an extra shortstop even though Lindor is feeling better?
Ronnie.
I think Mauricio is going to be that guy, just to be able to spare Lindor a couple of days. I know he hates to take days off, but it might be beneficial for him to be able to take some days off, just to be able to just kind of rest up and heal up a lot better. So yeah, I think Mauricio will be that guy to be able to step in when we need to be able to cover shortstop. Absolutely. All right. So we are done with the So the Braves win this one, obviously, right?
Braves win this one.
All righty. So we're going to the next slide. Boom. We are going to those nasty.
I liked where he was going.
Good.
I liked where he was going.
Phillies. Okay. So let's go ahead and start it off. Francisco Lindor against Trey Turner. Give me Lindor.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can agree there.
Yep. Number 2 hole, Juan Soto, Kyle Schwarber. Soto.
Okay, so here's the thing. I agree with you. I do think it's a little closer than we're making it right now because Kyle Schwarber.
Wow.
Because Kyle Schwarber all he does is hit meaningful home runs.
So does Soto.
Absolutely. I'm just saying Kyle Schwarber's really, really damn good. He's not even
if it's universal across the board that we're picking Soto. I mean, it doesn't have to be by much. It's by much for me because I just think that Soto is a generational player.
I agree.
I don't think Kyle Schwarber is. I think Kyle Schwarber is probably one of the best power hitters we've seen in the last decade. Yeah. But in regards to all around, there's nobody better than
I agree. No, I agree. Yeah. I agree. So Soto. So that's 2 out of the gate for the Mets.
So Bo Bichette versus Bryce Harper. I love that bad man, Bryce Harper. Give me Bryce.
Bryce Harper, 100%.
Can't go, man.
Can't say anything else.
I still have dreams of having Bryce Harper say, you know what? I'd like to be traded to New York. I'd like to go to the Mets.
Yeah, if he wanted to go to the Yankees.
Yeah, he wanted to be a Yankee. And it's so crazy how they didn't even want to sign him. That's just weird.
No,
it's very
crazy.
weird.
Yeah, well, George was rolling in his grave.
He definitely was. Polanco versus Alec Bohm.
Polanco.
I hate Alec
I hate Alec
Bohm.
Bohm too. Polanco's got better slugging. I mean, like the only thing.
Can somebody pull up the numbers, please? I want to see the comparison.
I got it right here. The only thing that Alec Bohm has on Jorge Polanco is career batting average because he was a 275 hitter.
Yeah.
So I wish I could just share it with you, but I have it on Baseball Savant right here. Bat speed, Jorge Polanco's got him beat.
Okay.
Barrel percentage, Jorge Polanco's got him beat. Slugging, Jorge's got him beat. I mean, I don't see much that Bohm does better than Jorge Polanco outside of maybe a position, but we're talking about a lineup here. I think Jorge Polanco is going to be more productive for the Mets than Alec Bohm is for the Phillies.
Yes. So we're all in agreement. We're giving the nod to Polanco.
Yeah. I'm with it.
I'm okay with that. Semien versus Brandon Marsh.
Didn't Marsh get sent down last year or something? He didn't have a great year last year.
I think you were correct on that
Struggled
one.
A little bit, yeah. But you, if we're playing to the back of the baseball card, I think he has a chance to be able to bounce back, right? Mark, I think both players are kind of in that bounce back situation, right? We want to, Marcus Semien won a Gold Glove, obviously, but offensively he wasn't great. So this might be one of those push situations, honestly.
Honestly, I think if we're going based on recency, I feel like you almost have to give it to Brandon Marsh.
Okay.
Just because of batting average, slugging, exit velo. I mean, that all goes to Brandon Marsh. I'm on his Baseball Savant page. I'm seeing a lot of red, and I'm seeing mostly blue on Marcus Semien. But again, I mean, that's because he had a really down year last. I think he had a down last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, I think to be objective and be fair, you might have to give it to Brandon Marsh right now.
What do you think, Nicole?
I guess just based on analytics, which I don't want to get involved with, but I guess we'll give it to him.
Okay, so we're still up 3-2.
We are still up 3-2. Brandon Marsh also gets on base more than Marcus Semien does,
right? Which
really freaking matters. Which is something that Juan Soto has over Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
So
this is interesting. Beatty against Adolis Garcia. Who are we giving the nod to here?
This is
just like power itself. I'm going with Garcia. They just have like a sure thing, I guess. Like what power wise, that's
right. We kind of
he had and if we're giving Semien the same respect in regards to just having a down year because they were all on the same team last season, right? Like Garcia hit 19 home runs and drove in 75. This is a guy that has been averaging at least 27 home runs over the last, 3 seasons prior to that. So this is a guy that has tremendous power, drives and runs. You got to give it to Garcia here because Brett Beatty has only 1 year.
No, I agree with what he's saying.
He put it together. So I'm gonna give the nod to Garcia here, my opinion.
Yeah, no, I can't disagree with you, especially since we just haven't seen Beatty do it consistently enough yet. I mean, again, this is all just where we're at in the moment, like comparing it to what we saw last year and what we've seen in the couple previous years. So yeah, no, I think you have to give it to Adolis Garcia.
Yeah. Nicole, you agree?
Yeah, Garcia.
All righty. Now we are going to El Troll versus Bryson Stott. I like Bryson Stott.
I do too. I'm
going to give it to Stott. Sorry. The more consistency.
Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, you're right.
We're going to be unbiased. We gotta give it to Stott.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Unfortunately. Hopefully Alvarez, again, they're going to need him to be. Hopefully Alvarez can prove a lot of us wrong on that one, but no, again, and it's not, and again, he doesn't have to do much to be better than Bryson Stott. He's not a world beater,
No. I mean, listen, if Alvarez tips into his power this season, then it's going to be in the column of the Mets at that point. You know what I mean? If he can drive in 25, if he hits 25 home runs this year, it doesn't matter what Bryson Stott does. He's not a power hitter. This is not a guy that's gonna drive in 90 runs. He's just not, right? Oh
yeah, I mean, look, I think the ceiling for Francisco Alvarez is a lot higher than what Bryson Stott is. I think there's a better chance. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a better chance of, I could say that there's a better chance that Francisco Alvarez is going to have a more impactful season than Bryson Stott does for the Phillies. But if we're just going based off of the baseball player right now, you got to give it to Bryson, which puts the Phillies in the lead, by the way. Should Nicole agree with us?
I think team-wise, I think Bryson Stott does help the Phillies out more than Alvarez if he was here or not here, just because I feel like the Mets is pretty top-heavy with their power and contact, all that stuff. So I'll go with Stott, yeah. Okay. Just for the time being, at least.
This one may be in the Phillies corner as well. Real Muto against Robert.
Real Muto's done.
He's old.
Yeah, he's done.
He's still good.
Look, he is still good, but look, I think we really need to consider something. Luis Robert was playing in baseball purgatory, was playing in one of the worst situations ever. That man probably could not have cared less about playing baseball playing in Chicago. He's coming to a team with expectations, with Juan Soto, with Francisco Lindor, and the dude is hitting the cover off the ball in batting practice. Like, it sounds like gunshots when this man hits a baseball.
True, but Real Muto has been there through the Phillies' deep playoff runs. He's had clutch hits for this team for years.
I agree with you. Yeah. Did you listen to Philly sports media? Did you listen to Philly fans? I mean, I know they're too busy licking windows and doorknobs, but they were complaining. They were complaining day after day that the Phillies were running it back with the exact same team that failed last year.
Yeah.
Minus Ranger Suarez.
They're not happy about that.
So look, I'm gonna give the nod to Luis Robert on this one simply because that Phillies team last year was not good enough. Was not good enough. And they were just like, you know what? Let's just do it again. JT's old, another year older.
Nicole, what do you think? Because I'm going Real Muto. Tom is going Robert. You are the tiebreaker here.
Yeah, I'm going with the Mets on this one. With Robert.
Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked to see, because Real Muto got a 3-year deal, something like that.
Nobody wanted him.
Yeah, he got some decent years when he's kind of been on the down. He's still solid, but he's definitely been on the decline the past. I think
he got one of those legacy contracts from the Phillies, just because what he's done for them, and just like, hey, listen, you've been here, so take this deal right here. We appreciate you. That's what it felt like to me.
Robert won't. Don't say that. Don't say that. He won't. I know he won't. We're gonna get a healthy dose of Tyrone Taylor.
If we can be able to get at least 130 games, 125, 130 games out of Robert, I'll take that.
We're a Mets podcast, and I just had to say the Braves had a better situation than the Mets right now. We need something. We need a little something here.
All right. What do we think about this one? Justin Crawford against Carson.
So Justin Crawford's another young guy coming up. Drafted 2022. I think he's a rookie this year.
I feel like he did have some time, or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
I think he did. I think he had some time. It looks like he got 440 at bats in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So let me take a look and see let's take a look at what Carson Bench has. Because Carson Bench is the Mets' number 2 ranked prospect. Justin Crawford is the ranked number 3 Phillies prospect. Oh, no, I don't even know if he came up last year, Justin Crawford.
Let's see.
I don't think so.
Nope.
I mean, Bench has a lower average than he did.
He never got called up.
Never got called up?
Okay.
So I think this is a fair we can be homers moment right now.
Yes.
We can absolutely say Carson Bench because
I mean if we're gonna compare numbers, I'll just read off his numbers because this guy is a speed demon.
Yeah.
So he had 7
All
home
Crawford's
runs,
son, right?
47 RBIs, 147 hits, hit 334, had a 411 on base percentage, and had an 863 OPS. This guy is a table setter and a guy that if you're going to put him at the bottom of your lineup, that is a guy that it's basically a double leadoff between him and Trey Turner, right?
Yeah.
So that's his skill set. Carson Bench has the same skill set. Carson Bench is not going to steal 40 bases, probably not, but he's a guy that can be able to give you double 20-20 out the bat. He has that type of power, right? So if you're going to give anybody the nod, and both of them have great on-base percentages as well. They are both very disciplined hitters, especially at the AAA level, at the minor league level. But this is a Mets pod. We are going to give it to Carson Bench. Absolutely.
There we go. That's
Absolutely.
5. That's 5. Pull one ahead of the Phillies.
Yeah, we are definitely going to give it to Carson Bench. I don't care about whose son he is. You're a Philly. We don't care. Okay, we don't care right now. Christopher Sanchez and Freddie Peralta. This is a tough one. Man, this is a tough one.
I know Sanchez is really good, and he come in second place last year, third place. The Cy Young voting.
Sanchez had a great season.
Yeah, I think just for me personally, I think the Mets rotation as a whole is better. So that's my opinion. Who I'm going to pick each round.
Freddie got Cy Young nods last year, didn't he?
I believe he did, but not as much as Sanchez did.
Again, I think it might be negligible.
Man,
I'll take some considerations from the chat, but
he had an 8 WAR as a pitcher last year.
I hate WAR. What's his ERA?
ERA last season was 2.50.
What was Freddie's?
Let's see.
2.7.
2.7, yeah.
So Freddie came in 5th, Sanchez came in 2nd.
All right, then I guess we have to give it to Sanchez.
Yeah, slight nod.
Yeah, you can't. You know what? If you're gonna finish ahead of him in the MVP candidacy, you're gonna have to give it to Sanchez.
And like I said, you might not be a big WAR guy, but an 8 WAR as a pitcher is insane. That really.
I agree. No, I agree. I could get behind that.
Yeah.
So it's 5-5 currently. Mets Phillies.
Nolan McLean against Jesus Luzardo. That's another tough one.
Again, but the thing is, like, I have really high hopes for McLean. Like, I really love. I could spend an entire day just watching Nolan McLean pitch, just because I love the movement of his pitches. Like that sweeper that he was throwing in the WBC last night was just insane. We say it all the time that he's he throws wiffle balls at people.
His spin rate is insane. It really is. Spin rate's insane. goodness. I've had a trend on this show all night. Track record is everything for me. Nolan McLean doesn't have enough starts for me.
That's true. You did say he was Jacob deGrom last week, though.
I did. I'm sounding like a waffler at this point.
It's okay, dude. I said we should be objective, and I'm already talking about being a homer.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be objective because it's like, Luzardo had a really good year last year. Like, you know what I mean? He pitched to a
3.9.
3.9, and we just didn't get enough starts out of Nolan.
Yeah, pitched with 3.9 ERA, won 15 games. It's pretty impressive for a guy that was probably was he their second best pitcher last year, third best pitcher last year. So
was he ahead or was he ahead or after Ranger?
I think he was behind Ranger.
Yeah.
Behind Ranger, he's gonna have to get moved up. He's gonna be their 2 starter. That's a little bit more pressure.
Yeah.
Again, we just don't have the sample size out of McLean.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm giving Luzardo the nod here, but slightly.
All right, we'll give it to Philly. 6'5" Philly. David Peterson, Aaron Nola.
Interesting.
Nicole said she's picking all Mets this whole time, which I respect. I respect totally.
Oh man, so it's literally between me and you, Tom.
He was god awful last year, so
he was.
Aaron Nola. Yeah, and good for him. I hate it. Aaron Nola reminded me of what was his name? Phillies pitcher that called the Mets choke artists. Went to pitch in Texas. Oh, that's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to look that up later. But I'm gonna give it to David Peterson. I'm reneging on my let's be objective thing. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to David Peterson. Again, Aaron Nola had a crappy year last year. He's their third starter.
Pitches to a 6 ERA. I'm going with Peterson. Sorry. As bad as Peterson was, it still wasn't a 6 ERA. That man got shelled last year. Can we just move on to the fifth one? Not even close. Taijuan Walker, our scraps. You can go ahead and go over there. I got Clay Holmes here. Not even
Clay
close.
Holmes. Yeah, Clay Holmes. Easy peasy.
Yeah, not even close.
I loved when Taijuan Walker was here. Clay Holmes, I got more faith in him. Taijuan Walker had a rough year last year too, so give me Clay.
All right, the young Andrew Painter against Kodai Senga. Got to give it to Senga here just because there's a track record, right? So I'm giving Senga the nod.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, again, Senga has to do it, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And when Senga's healthy and on, Senga's good.
Yeah.
Let's hope he can stay healthy and Senga's good. So, I mean, and again, I mean, if we want to be biased, I have a 6th guy there that's just always going to win because all the other teams only have 5 starters. We have 6, so I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I will tell you this. This kid, Andrew Painter, he's very good.
Well, the Braves are like the Met. I mean, this is the Phillies, duh. Yeah. The Braves and the Phillies fine pitching. The Braves fine pitching. The NL East is lousy with pitchers.
It's G Money said I posted the Mets regular schedule on my sports YouTube channel community tab. Excellent fun. Okay, cool. Definitely. I'll definitely check that out, man. Definitely check that out. Yeah, this kid 6'7", throws gas. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. As a baseball fan, I will be watching some Andrew Painter games just on the low. Like I want to see what you got. I want to.
No, you're gonna have. We're gonna have to. But no, I'm with you. I'm gonna take Senga.
Yeah, definitely take Senga. So what's the count?
That Mets win by 2.
Mets win by 2. Okay.
Mets win by 2.
I like that.
You see, I think I'm more hurt about the Braves one simply because of all the like. I feel like we got more scars from the Braves than we do the Phillies.
Yeah, you know where they got us. They got us in the rotation. They got us in the rotation. I believe it was.
They got us a lot in the lineup.
You think so?
they got us a lot in the lineup. We talked ourselves into the Braves a lot in their lineup.
We tried to be objective. We tried to be fair.
We tried. No, I understand. We tried.
All right, we got the Marlins up next. As Tom said earlier, he has no idea who the hell half these players are, so we know where Tom is going.
Yeah, I'm just. I don't. Xavier Edwards, I know is good, but we'll get there.
Well, obviously we're going to give it to Lindor. Listen, the first 3 we're giving to the Mets. I'm sorry.
Yes.
The first 3 we're giving to the Mets. Stowers is a good player, but he's nowhere near Bo Bichette, Juan Soto, or Lindor. Sorry.
No.
Xavier Edwards, same thing, right? Polanco against Austin Ramirez. Augustin Ramirez, excuse me. Give me Polanco.
Yeah, I'm going to take Polanco. I think that this is the thing that you're going to get a lot with the Marlins is just the Marlins don't have anybody that you get to the rotation maybe a little bit, but they don't have a lot of guys that have done it.
That's going to
No, I will say though, Nicole, I'm sure you agree with me. The Marlins were like one of the best teams in baseball after the All-Star break last year. So
yeah. I was gonna say that. I mean, the Marlins against the Mets is never easy. I was actually speaking with my brothers, and they were saying how they expect the Marlins to be that sneaky team that just kind of wins, even though they're on paper like, who are these players? I think, but just as a whole, looking at it, I think the Mets eat this roster, we never know what this team can do because they just have that chemistry. I feel like always that the Marlins kind of band together. It's like we know that we're not supposed to be good, but we're good somehow, and we win these games. So
there's something in that Florida water, man. The same thing with the damn Rays. They just trot out anybody out there, and all of a sudden they're borderline all-stars. I can't take it. I can't stand it.
The Mets can never beat the Marlins when it matters. Ask John Maine.
Never. Go through the history. It doesn't matter who. Any year we tend to struggle with this damn team. So yeah, Simeon,
real quick, can I ask a question, Nicole? I'm not expecting you to tell us how old you are. I just need to know. Do you remember John Maine? Are you old enough to remember John Maine?
Yeah, I was gonna say there was it was Mike Pelfrey. I was actually met him at a bar, but it was Mike Pelfrey. But no, I was definitely very young. Like I wasn't in the baseball world at that point. I was just observing while I was kind of brought along with my dad. But I remember.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I mean, like I was still in I think I might have been in high school or junior high school. I was still playing travel team baseball. So I wasn't an adult yet, but if you would have been too young to remember John Maine, I would have felt really old.
That's funny. John Maine.
Sorry, quick trip down memory lane.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. John Maine is a throwback. Simeon versus Griffin Conine. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might have to give the nod to Griffin Conine here.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, we got to give the Marlins something.
Yeah. Otto Lopez, Brett Beatty.
He had some nice games last year.
Yeah, Otto Lopez is pretty talented. Give me Otto.
Yeah, we'll give it to Otto. Brett Beatty's. This is a prove it year for Beatty. He's got to do it.
Definitely a prove it year for Beatty. Christopher Morel, Francisco Alvarez,
Alvy.
Definitely.
Christopher Morel I think he was supposed to be a top prospect with the Cubs, right?
Yes.
Did not pan out that way.
Did not pan out. Connor Norby, Luis Robert. We going Robert?
I want to. I will say I did see a comment saying a few comments saying there's no way Luis Robert is playing 162 games. I understand that. He's probably gonna get hurt. We're probably gonna platoon a lot of Tyrone Taylor out there. I still think I'm giving it to Robert.
I think, listen, if we get 125, 130 games out of Robert, he still has the potential to hit 25 home runs because he's that talented. So if you can be able to get that type of production in the games that he's giving you, you take it. You take it. You know what I mean? You take it and run with it, honestly.
I also hope that me saying that everybody, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people saying that he's motivated because he's playing on a real baseball team and not, right. That's really gonna.
However, there's you play on a real baseball team, and there's immense pressure that comes with playing in New York. So let's see if you can handle that. Yeah. Benj against Casey. Who we giving it to?
Let's give the kid some more juice going into the season. Give me Benj.
Yeah. Just like Metropolitan Report just said.
Nah, we won't. Can never sleep on the Marlins.
Marlins may be sneaky good this year. Don't sleep. We're not sleeping on them. We already gave them the credit that said that they have guys that on paper don't look like they're great, and they're going to end up being one of the teams vying for a wild card spot. That's just the way they are. They were very good last year, and teams that tend to finish strong in the second half of the years normally tend to kind of make that next stride. So they might be in that realm of making a stride and being really, really consistent next season or this season. Let's see, rotation. Alcantara versus Peralta.
I think it's Sandy.
Yeah, give me Sandy, man. Give me Sandy. Sandy is great. Yuri Perez, Nolan McLean. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Give me Perez.
I think after that, it's the Mets for me.
Wait, you're saying you're going to take Nolan?
No, I feel like the Marlins 1 and 2 is definitely really good. But after that, I think the Mets eat kind of the Marlins on that.
Yeah, okay.
Remaining.
I can get with that. And look, again, Metropolitan Report, I just want to say I totally agree that the Marlins are going to be a sneaky good team. They always are. I'm just not going to sit here a week before the season starts and talk me into the Marlins being a problem for the Mets making the playoffs. If that's what we're really going to do right now, we're going to have a really scary season.
Right. I'm not hyping up everybody over the Mets. I'm not doing that.
No, because there's a reason to be hyped. Like, I mean, I don't even think it should be this close. The Mets are beating the Marlins by 2 right now. I don't even necessarily think it should be that close, but
it's going to stretch out now because I'm giving Peterson an out over Chris.
Oh yeah, 100%. I
think we're chalk on that one. Clay Holmes over Max Myers, definitely chalk on this one as well. And wild card Braxton Garrett that has gas. Give me Kodai Senga over him.
Awesome. Yeah, the Mets beat the Marlins by like 5 on this one.
Yeah,
that's easy.
And I think because we're trying to be respectful in regards to the guys that do have some talent that has been on paper. We're trying to be as objective as possible.
The Mets are a more talented team than the Marlins. 100%. I understand that the Marlins were really good at the end of last year. Yeah. I understand the Marlins are going to be pesky. The Marlins are always a problem. The Mets have a better team than the Florida Marlins do, or the Miami Marlins do, whatever they want to call themselves.
Yeah, I agree. G Money says Sandy Alcantara is injury prone. I agree with Tom on this one. Alcantara over Peralta is shocking considering the man can't stay healthy. If we're talking about health, did you see the man in the second half of the season? Alcantara was one of the best pitchers in baseball. So if you're going off of recent success, you have to go with that because they thought about trading him. They didn't trade him because they wanted the house for him, because they knew how good he was probably going to be with getting a full year's worth of reps in. And he looked like himself ending the season. Look what the fuck he did to us at the end of the year, right? So
the Mets wanted to trade. There were Mets fans screaming at them to try to trade for him.
We still want him. We still want him. Don't be surprised if the Mets don't go ahead and try to go get him this year as well. But to say that he's not a good pitcher because he had some injuries, the guy showed you that he can be healthy in the second half of the season and dominate like he did in the second half of the season. This is a guy that's won a Cy Young. I'm not like, come on now. This is not a bum. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and look, let's be real. Probably not going to be on the Marlins come trade deadline.
No,
probably not.
I don't see, especially if they're not in contention, I don't see that he's going to stick around this year.
Even if they're fighting for a wild card spot, I could see them just going to trade him just to get as much as they can back because they're not going to pay him.
Yeah. So I don't know what
Mets win though.
I don't know what the hell Metropolitan Report talking about. He bugging.
Look. I appreciate it. Glass half full in this shit. Freddie's gonna be better than Sandy. I'm totally with him. Freddie's gonna be better than Sandy, but objectively looking at it, Sandy Alcantara is really damn good.
That's it. Both guys are good. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose. It's just the way it is. Let's go ahead and go to those Nationals. Now, listen, they got a lot of young talent on this team. I like. All right. Yeah. So I might jump out the window here, but let's see what happens. Francisco Lindor against CJ Abrams. Man, oh man, that boy CJ Abrams is special.
Very good.
Give me Lindor though.
Francisco Lindor. Yes.
Yeah, give me Lindor. Juan Soto against James Woods. Ooh, boy, James Woods, boy. I love that kid. 6'7", power. Pretty decent defender, but he's no Juan Soto. Give me Juan Soto here.
Nope. Agreed.
Chalk here on the board. Bo Bichette versus Dylan Cruz. That's another one. That's another good one. Dylan Cruz, very, very talented, but give me Bo Bichette here. We are 3 for 3.
Agree with you.
Jorge Polanco, Luis Garcia. Give me Polanco.
I'll take it. I'm with it.
Nicole?
Yeah, for me, Mets. This whole roster.
I'm with you. Marlins gonna finish last in the division.
Yeah. Dalen, Lyle, Simeon. Give me Simeon.
Yeah, I'll give. I think I'm a little like I guess I'm a little less convinced that Marcus Simeon's definitely going to fully turn it around at the plate. Like I feel like he's just going to be one of those really good clubhouse guys. Going to be really good defensively, and maybe he'll string together a couple of good hits. But I'll give it to the guy that had MVP nods at one point in his career over Lyle.
Yeah, Metropolitan Report. I need to take your name. We're gonna call you the Nationals Report. You're over here giving up too much props to these Nationals, man. Look. They
might be good one day.
They are gonna be good one day. They got a lot of talent. Just playing with them. Marcus. Oh no, we're at Brett Beatty against Brandon House. Give me Brady. I like Brady House.
Brady, okay.
I like Brady House.
Again, Beatty's got to prove it. He's got to be more consistent.
This one is interesting.
Yeah.
Alvy with Keibert Ruiz. That's an interesting one. Give me Ruiz on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, give me Ruiz on this one.
I agree. I mean, Alvy's got to do it.
Yeah. Young boy, Munoz against Robert. We're going to give it to Robert here.
I'm with you on that one.
Jacob Young, Carson Benj. What do you guys think? Nicole, what do you think on this one?
Go with Carson Benj. I feel like he has too much. I don't know. For what we've seen, I'm ready to kind of go forward with Benj. So
yeah, I'm gonna lean Benj here.
Yeah, I think. Oh dang it! Baseball Savant screwed up on me. Yeah, and I think it's just also because Jacob Young really isn't all that impressive for me right now.
Yeah,
I think been around since 2023. Nothing to write home about. I think Ben should have a better season and a better career than this guy. So I'm gonna go. We'll go Carson Benj. So the Mets are up by a lot. Actually, it's 7-2.
It's gonna get worse.
Oh, okay? It's gonna get way worse.
the only guy that I like in this Nationals rotation is Cavalli, and he ain't better than Freddie Peralta. Give me Peralta.
He is. Yeah, I'm with it.
Nolan McLean.
Yep.
We're giving it to Nolan McLean. F the freaking Nationals. Yeah, Nolan McLean.
David Peterson, Foster Griffin.
Yep.
Peterson.
Yep. That's 10.
Jake Irvin ain't. Listen, he got some talent, but given Clay Holmes runs laps around him in regards to talent.
Yeah.
And Zach Little, Senga. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a lot to a little.
So listen, outside of Abrams, Woods, Cruz, House, and Ruiz, those are that's their young core, which they can definitely be good. They're gonna be good for the next 4 years, right? In regards to like if they keep growing in the way they're growing and it projects out, they're gonna be contenders. They're just gonna have to spend some money on that rotation, and see how they can be able to catch lightning in a bottle. But they're gonna be around. They're gonna be around for a long time. But the Mets definitely dominate this particular side of the lineup.
I completely agree with you, and I just I feel like I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back when we're done today, and I'm gonna go look at the Braves again and compare it to the Mets. And I'm really just gonna be like, really, are we gonna have this much? I mean, we probably will because it's the Braves. And the Mets
what's the final tally against the NL East? So we lost
the only team that beat out the Mets was the Braves.
Listen, I think that makes sense. I think when you think about the layout of the NL East, you might have Braves, Mets, Phillies, Nationals, and Marlins. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Do you see what Armand said?
What did he say?
Said Marlins are going to finish third, Braves fourth. There's no way the Braves are finishing in fourth. Marmon, I appreciate you. The Braves are going to be
what he did say bold take.
Yeah.
So to be fair, that's a bold take. But all right, so
True.
let's make a bold take here. What is the layout for the divisions or the standings in the divisions for you guys? Nicole, you go first. Bold take.
Bold take. I mean, I think I'm giving it to the Mets this year to take it away. So first place, second place, Braves, third place, Philly. I'll do Marlins fourth, and then Nationals.
Tom?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Mets, Phillies, Braves, Marlins, Nats.
Okay, so both of you guys have the Mets winning the division. I am going Braves just because I there's no way I can trust the Braves to be doing unbrave like things for two consecutive years.
That's fair. I agree.
You see where it cuts out. So I got Braves, Mets, Phillies, bold take, Nationals, Marlins. I think the Nationals and Marlins, they're gonna be closer than you think, and it's not gonna be one team that's like the worst. That's like 20 games under, first place. But I don't think it's gonna be that big of a gap. That's just my opinion.
I mean, the Nationals, I like their young core. They have no pitching. They might lose a lot of games because of their pitching.
Yeah.
Phillies,
so
Mets.
Armand has Phillies, Mets, Marlins. Wow.
I could
listen. Put that down, Tom. Put down Armand's prediction, because if he gets it, we're gonna have to send Armand a shirt. We're gonna have to send Armand a shirt, because that right there is a bold take. If that holds up, oh man, that's probably what we'll do. And you guys can be able to put your takes in there. We will take the standings prediction until, I would say, cutoff time would be, what do you guys think? May would be the cutoff.
Yeah.
Do the first month.
First month
of the season. Yeah, you got
first month. You guys have until the first month of the season to get your bold predictions in regards to what you think. If whoever wins it, we will send out a shirt, Queens Get the Money shirt, to whoever wins this. If there's multiple people, then you get multiple shirts. That's just the way it goes. We are a giving show here at Queens Get the Money. Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that you two said, "Hey, damn that Mets are winning the division." I like it. I hope I'm wrong. You know what I mean?
Look,
I just have PTSD when it comes to the Braves. That's all it is.
It's crazy to me that like the Phillies on paper have a really good lineup. They have a really good, and I'm still like mostly scared of the Braves, and the Braves weren't really that good last year.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen in the comments a lot, the Braves do deal with injury a lot. Ozzie Albies gets hurt a lot. Matt Olson, so they do have a lot of question marks. Chris Sale's another year older. Spencer Strider coming off injury. There are a lot of things that, can make you question the Braves, but it's the Braves, man. Like every death, taxes, the Braves are going to screw the Mets.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Along with the Marlins.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. I feel like there's a new vibe in Queens. I'm absolutely letting my homerism come through a little bit. I just like what the Mets are building right now. And I think I don't think it's crazy to say that at the end of the season they could be contending or winning. They better be contending for the division, but could win that division.
I agree.
I don't even think that I even think they could end up being close pitching wise with the Phillies, assuming Nolan McLean can take that step, those steps we saw last year.
Yeah. If Nolan McLean takes the steps that he needs to take, and Senga is who we want him to be, I think the Mets are going to be more consistent than a lot of people. I'm not saying that people are not giving credit, but I think that they will be better than a lot of people think so, because in that sense, again, if you have consistent pitching that is very consistent throughout the year, you can be able to bust up a lot of losing streaks. You know, you probably won't go past a 3-game losing streak just because you have that type of pitching at the top of your rotation. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. So that's where the Mets have a very good advantage when it comes to in the division, in my opinion. Yeah. I think the Mets have the best pitching in the division outside of the Braves.
Yeah.
If not better than the Braves.
If Senga can be what we hope Senga can be and what we've seen Senga be, the Mets can have one of the best top 3 rotations, I feel like, in baseball.
Yeah. 100%.
Like 3 potential aces.
Yeah, exactly.
Team, so, yeah.
Totally.